Okay, so I've compiled a list of the best matches of AJ Styles' WWE career. These are according to Dave Meltzer and his star ratings. So I've included any matches that have been rated 4.5 stars or above. So let's get into it. Let's start with the matches that are 4.5 stars out of 5. Up first, I have Roman Reigns versus AJ Styles. This was from the Extreme Rules pay-per-view in 2016. So Roman Reigns and AJ Styles faced off in the main event of Extreme Rules in 2016. This was an Extreme Rules match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Reigns speared Styles in midair while he was attempting the phenomenal forearm for the win. After the match, Seth Rollins made his surprise return and attacked Reigns. So this match received a 4.5 star rating from Meltzer. Up next, we have AJ Styles versus John Cena. This is from the SummerSlam pay-per-view in 2016. So AJ Styles faced off against John Cena at the 2016 edition of SummerSlam. This match went for over 20 minutes and ended with Styles pinning Cena after landing a second phenomenal forearm. This match won the award for the best match of 2016 from Pro Wrestling Illustrated. Meltzer gave it a 4.5 star rating. Up next, we have the match between Team SmackDown and Team Raw. This was the traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series elimination match at Survivor Series 2016. So AJ Styles was a member of Team SmackDown at the 2016 edition of Survivor Series. They took on Raw in a 5-on-5 Survivor Series elimination match. Team SmackDown featured AJ Styles, Bray Wyatt, Dean Ambrose, Randy Orton, and Shane McMahon. Team Raw featured Braun Strowman, Chris Jericho, Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins. Styles ended up getting eliminated from the match, but his team, Team SmackDown, went on to still win. This match received a 4.5 star rating from Meltzer. Up next, we have the match between Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles. This is from the Tables, Ladders, and Chairs pay-per-view in 2016. So AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose faced off in the main event of the TLC pay-per-view in 2016. This was a TLC match for the WWE World Championship. Styles ended up retaining the title after some help from James Ellsworth, who pushed Ambrose off the ladder onto some tables. This match received 4.5 star rating from Meltzer. Up next, we have AJ Styles versus Bray Wyatt versus Baron Corbin versus Dean Ambrose versus John Cena versus The Miz, which was from the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view in 2017. So AJ Styles took part in the main event of the 2017 Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. This was the Elimination Chamber match for the WWE Championship. Bray Wyatt last eliminated AJ Styles to win the match and the title. This match received 4.5 stars. Up next, we have AJ Styles versus Baron Corbin versus Dolph Ziggler versus Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura. This was from the Money in the Bank pay-per-view in 2017. So AJ Styles took part in the main event of the 2017 Money in the Bank pay-per-view. He was involved in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Baron Corbin would go on to win, but the highlight of the match was probably the showdown between AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. This match received 4.5 stars from Meltzer. Up next, AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan versus Samoa Joe versus Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy versus Kofi Kingston. This is from the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view in 2019. So AJ Styles took part in the Elimination Chamber match for the WWE Championship in 2019. This match also included Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, Samoa Joe, Jeff Hardy, and Kofi Kingston. Styles was eliminated from the match by Randy Orton. Daniel Bryan would go on to win to retain his title. This match received 4.5 stars. Up next, we have AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins. This is from the Money in the Bank pay-per-view in 2019. So AJ Styles and Seth Rollins faced off at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view in 2019. This was for the Universal Championship. Rollins went on to win after a really good match. They shook hands in the middle of the ring as a sign of respect after it was over. This match received a 4.5 star rating. Up next, we have AJ Styles versus Cody Rhodes. This was from the Clash at the Castle pay-per-view in 2024. So AJ Styles and Cody Rhodes faced off at the Clash at the Castle event in Scotland. This was an I Quit match for the undisputed WWE Championship. Cody ended up winning after about 27 minutes after he forced Styles to quit. This match received a 4.5 star rating. Next, we have AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso. This was from the December 29th, 2025 episode of Monday Night Raw. So AJ Styles and Dragon Lee faced off against the Usos in a tag team match on the December 29th episode of Raw. This was for the World Tag Team Championships. The Usos ended up winning the match after about 18 minutes to win the titles. And this match also received 4.5 stars. Sticking with Raw, we have AJ Styles versus Gunther. This was from the January 12th, 2026 episode of Monday Night Raw. So AJ Styles and Gunther faced off on the January 12th episode of Monday Night Raw. This was the main event of the episode and took place in Germany. Gunther won the match after about 18 minutes. It also received a 4.5-star rating. Up next, we have AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. This was the Saturday night's main event show from early 2026. So AJ Styles faced off against Shinsuke Nakamura at Saturday night's main event. Styles won the match after about 21 minutes. This match received a 4.5-star rating. This is the highest rated match that Styles and Nakamura have had against one another in WWE. Their previous highest outside of WWE was at Wrestle Kingdom 10. Okay, so we're moving on to matches that have received a 4.75-star rating. So up first, we have AJ Styles versus John Cena. This is from the Royal Rumble pay-per-view in 2017. So AJ Styles faced off against John Cena at the 2017 Royal Rumble. Styles and Cena would put on a really fun match. Cena would go on to win and would tie the World Championship record that was held by Ric Flair. Meltzer liked the match enough to give it a 4.75-star rating. Up next, we have AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan. This is from the Tables, Ladders, and Chairs pay-per-view from 2018. So AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan faced off for the WWE Championship at the TLC pay-per-view in 2018. This was a really good match between two of the best wrestlers in the company. Bryan picked up the win to retain his title. This match received a 4.75-star rating. Up next, we have Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles again. This is from the June 12th, 2020 episode of SmackDown. So AJ Styles faced off against Daniel Bryan in the finals of the Intercontinental Championship Tournament. This came on the June 12th, 2020 episode of SmackDown. This turned out to be a fantastic match. Styles ended up winning to become the new Intercontinental Champion. This match received a 4.75-star rating, which was impressive considering this was during COVID and the crowd was very limited. Up next, we have AJ Styles versus John Cena. This is from the Crown Jewel pay-per-view in 2025. So AJ Styles faced off against John Cena at the 2025 edition of Crown Jewel. Cena won the match after about 27 minutes. This match received a 4.75-star rating, so that makes two AJ Styles matches versus Daniel Bryan and then two AJ Styles matches versus John Cena that received a 4.75 match rating. Up next, we have 5-star matches from AJ Styles in WWE. So we have AJ Styles versus Cody Rhodes. This is from the Backlash France pay-per-view in 2024. So AJ Styles faced off against Cody Rhodes at Backlash France. This was the main event of the pay-per-view and was for the undisputed WWE Championship. Rhodes won the match to retain the title after about 27 minutes. So this is the only WWE 5-star match in AJ Styles' career. He previously had a 5-star match rating when he was working for TNA, but that obviously came before he was in WWE. So this is the only WWE 5-star match of Styles' career. So yeah, let me know what you think of this list. If you think there's any matches that are deserving to be on here, should have been rated higher. If they're not on this list, that means they were rated lower than 4.5 stars. So let me know what you think in the comment section below, and please subscribe to this channel for more star rating and WWE related content. Thanks a lot.